Ever heard of ketosis being a friend or a foe? Let's unravel this mystery. We're talking about a world where your body switches gears, swapping out carbs for fats as its primary fuel source. Yes, you heard it right. This metabolic switcheroo is called nutritional ketosis, the star of the ketogenic diet, a high-fat, very low-carb eating pattern that's been taking the wellness world by storm. But wait, there's a plot twist. Enter diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA, the notorious villain in this tale, a serious and potentially life-threatening complication of diabetes. Now you might be wondering, aren't these two the same thing? Well, my curious friend, that's where the intrigue lies. Nutritional ketosis and diabetic ketoacidosis are as different as chalk and cheese, and it's crucial to understand this distinction. So, are we ready to dive into the world of ketosis and diabetic ketoacidosis? Buckle up. Imagine your body as a car, and ketosis is your eco-friendly fuel mode. You're wondering, what on earth is ketosis? Well, I'll tell you. It's a metabolic state where your body, much like a hybrid car, switches gears to burn fat for energy. This happens when there's lack of readily available glucose or sugar from carbohydrates. So, how does one get to this state of ketosis? Enter the ketogenic diet, a high-fat, very low-carb diet that restricts your carb intake to such an extent that your body has no choice but to switch gears and burn fat for fuel. Now you might be thinking, a diet that allows me to eat fat and lose weight? Sign me up. But hold your horses. While nutritional ketosis does have potential benefits such as weight loss and improved blood sugar control, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. The research on its long-term effects is still ongoing, and it's essential to remember everyone's body responds differently to dietary changes. So before you start stocking up on avocados and tossing out your bread, remember, knowledge is power. How your body works and what it needs is the first step to maintaining good health. So ketosis might be the eco mode for your body, but what happens when things go wrong? If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Now imagine having a house party and an unwanted guest shows up. That's diabetic ketoacidosis for you. We've all been there, right? The party is in full swing and then, boom, someone shows up uninvited causing havoc and chaos. That's exactly what diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA for short, does in our bodies. DKA is a serious, life-threatening condition that can develop in people with diabetes, most often those with type 1. Think of it as that unruly guest who turns up uninvited and starts eating all the food, causing an upset stomach for everyone. In the case of DKA, it's like our body's insulin supply has suddenly run out, and we can't process glucose for energy. This forces our body to break down fat at an alarming rate, just like that unwanted guest gobbling up all the canapes. This rapid fat breakdown leads to an excessive production of substances called ketones. When these ketones start to build up, they can cause the blood to become too acidic. And just like a party gone wrong, this can have serious consequences for our health. So, how can we tell the difference between our friendly guest ketosis and the party crasher, diabetic ketoacidosis? The answer lies in their signs and symptoms, which we'll delve into in the next scene. So, can we differentiate between our friendly guest, ketosis, and the party crasher, diabetic ketoacidosis? Let's find out. In the battle of ketosis versus diabetic ketoacidosis, knowing the signs and symptoms is your secret weapon. Let's decode these telltale signs, shall we? First, let's talk about nutritional ketosis. Picture this. You've just started your ketogenic journey, and your body, so used to its sweet carbohydrate fuel, is now transitioning to burning fat. This metabolic shift may cause a few hiccups along the way. You might feel a bit tired, have a headache or two, and your breath might smell a bit, let's say, unpleasant. But don't worry, these are just temporary teething troubles. They usually subside as your body adapts to its new energy source. On the other hand, diabetic ketoacidosis, our uninvited guest, has a more dramatic entrance. Imagine a scene where you're feeling extremely thirsty, no matter how much water you drink. You're visiting the restroom more frequently than usual, feeling nauseous, and vomiting. You may also experience a state of confusion, and here's a peculiar one: your breath might have a fruity odor. Unlike the mild symptoms of nutritional ketosis, these are severe and require immediate medical attention. To paint a clearer picture, think of nutritional ketosis as a well-planned road trip. You might encounter a few bumps and detours along the way, but with time and adaptation, you'll enjoy the journey. On the other hand, diabetic ketoacidosis is like an unannounced, unwelcome storm that wreaks havoc, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The key is to know the difference. Nutritional ketosis and diabetic ketoacidosis may seem like distant relatives because of their shared last name, but they're not. They're as different as night and day, and understanding these differences can help you navigate your health journey. So, we now know how to spot our friend and foe. But when should we start worrying? Knowing when to worry is like having a superpower to avoid potential dangers. You see, the ketogenic diet isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's like buying clothes online. Sometimes it's a perfect fit, other times not so much. So before you dive headfirst into the world of high fats and low carbs, it's essential to consult a doctor, especially for those with diabetes. Think of it this way: when you're about to embark on a road trip, you ensure that your vehicle is in perfect condition, right? Similarly, before starting a keto diet, it's important to check in with your body, understand its needs, and then proceed. Now let's talk about the role of a doctor in diagnosing and treating diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA as we like to call it. Imagine you've got a leak in your house. You wouldn't rely on your own limited knowledge to fix it, would you? No, you'd call a professional plumber. It's the same with DKA. It's a serious condition that requires professional medical attention. Your doctor is like your personal detective, identifying the signs and symptoms that lead to a diagnosis. They look for specific indicators like extremely high blood sugar levels, presence of ketones in your urine, and symptoms like extreme thirst, frequent urination, nausea, and confusion. Once confirmed, treating DKA is like fighting a forest fire. It requires immediate action. Your doctor might administer insulin to reduce your blood sugar levels, provide fluids to treat dehydration and dilute the excess sugar in your blood, and replenish electrolytes to help your heart, muscles, and nerve cells function properly. Remember, the key to managing a ketogenic diet, especially for those with diabetes, is regular monitoring of blood sugar and ketone levels. It's like having a personal weather forecast system, alerting you to potential storms ahead. So, can we live confidently with keto and diabetes? Let's explore. Living with confidence is all about having the right knowledge and taking the right steps. If you're navigating the waters of type 2 diabetes, you might find yourself considering a ketogenic diet. Now, it's not a decision to be taken lightly, mind you. It's like deciding to adopt a puppy. Both need commitment, supervision, and a fair bit of research. With the right medical supervision, some individuals with type 2 diabetes have used the keto diet as a tool to manage their conditions. But remember, every person is unique, just like every snowflake in a winter storm. So it's vital to consult your doctor before embarking on this journey. They can provide personalized guidance tailored to your needs and lifestyle. And let's not forget, monitoring your blood sugar and ketone levels is as important as remembering your spouse's birthday. So, are we ready to wrap up our journey into the world of ketosis and diabetic ketoacidosis? Before we sign off, let's quickly revisit our exploration. We've immersed in the intriguing world of ketosis, a metabolic state where your body, lacking glucose, uses fat as a fuel source. We've shed light on the dangerous side of ketosis, diabetic ketoacidosis, a severe condition predominantly observed in individuals with type 1 diabetes. We've underscored the necessity to identify the signs and symptoms of both ketosis and diabetic ketoacidosis, and the pivotal role of a medical expert in diagnosing and treating diabetic ketoacidosis. We've also discussed how some individuals with type 2 diabetes may adopt a medically monitored keto diet, taking all necessary precautions. Bear in mind, if you're contemplating any alterations to your diet, especially if you're a diabetic, always consult a healthcare professional. Thanks for accompanying us on this enlightening journey. Share your thoughts or queries about ketosis versus DKA. Let's keep this discussion alive, but before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let's continue this journey of learning together.